Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Season 2 of Halo Forever. It has been a great journey, which of course we play every episode of the Halo series one by one, and I play with a wonderful guest. And today we got a special one, which of course we have to close it off the season with a banger, and no one that I think would be best to end this on with than of course the nanobiologist himself. How you doing, sir?
Wait, you got Reggie for this? That's the banger?
That's the banger.
Oh, dang.
That's a cut.
Hi, Reggie.
That's the cut content that I'll add to the end of this, so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So you know what we're talking about.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. How
Happy Saturday.
Yes, it is.
I've been good.
It is a Saturday, and we're playing one of the best games of all time. So I'm excited to play with you.
Just kind of dated it just then and there. No big deal.
Fine. This is. I mean, by the time this comes out, this will be both out with both episodes. So we'll see. We'll see. What shirt am I wearing in the different shirts? I'm wearing the same shirt in all the episodes, so you can't tell what time it is. Oh, well, you are joining me, like I said, on the last episode of Halo Forever Season 2. I, of course, will have an announcement about Season 3 at the end of the video, and we'll get there when we can. But, of course, we are playing Mission 15, The Great Journey, which, of course, is the final episode of, or level of Halo 2. So I think we're playing as Master Chief again at this point, and we're finishing up this journey together. So let's rock and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the start.
Finish the fight.
Yeah, but this is where the catchphrase of the show comes from, is in this part. So here we go. So yeah, as we load,
we're gonna go. They said the line.
That's right. Yeah. See, I don't even have to say it anymore at the end of the show anymore. I of course playing on console. This time I pulled out my Giant X, so I'm excited to play that. And you're playing it on what console are you playing on?
On the X as well.
On the X. Okay. So this should go swimmingly. Oh wait. I thought you played as Master Chief. Are we doing the final boss? Am I totally crossed on this? I think we are doing a boss fight. I thought.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I haven't played Halo 2 in so long.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is all basically like a new game after years and years later.
Yeah. Well, this obviously tells you that I'm playing the game out of order. So, so by the time people see this, we would have someone else have played the last level. So. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Me and Gino does stuff then. But go ahead, go for it if you want to get on that.
All right. Turret?
No, on these. So it doesn't have a turret in 2, which.
Oh.
Yeah, which blew me away.
Interesting.
I was like, oh, that's interesting. So there must be. Oh, I can get on this bad boy though.
Yeah, go hijack them.
Yeah, hey, give me the ride.
He doesn't need to drive.
There you go. All right, whatever. Well,
look at you just lounging on that side.
You know what? I'm actually into it. So we'll go ahead just like this.
Get some suntan lotion for you.
I mean, do elites tan? That's what I'm curious about. Have we seen a tan elite in the series?
Are the red ones tan?
That's fair.
Or are they just angry?
I don't know, but if we're gonna differentiate them by gym tan laundry, I assume the red ones are the Guidos of.
The red ones definitely do GTL.
Yeah, that's right. So right away, obviously, the number one question that I ask everybody, and I'm very curious about your story, which I think I kind of have a clue on what it is. What is the origin story of your gamertag? And it could be other ones too, of course.
Can you repeat that question again? My game was way too loud.
That's okay. What is the origin story of your gamertag? And it could be this one or other ones that you've had in the past.
Well, my first one was Positive Eel.
Interesting. What's the
That's the one that I started off with, and that was just I wanted to play Halo, and didn't know what to say, so I hit random. Sounds legit. Thank you, gamertag auto generator. So that was my first one. Then the second one was Demi Devil. I was reading Percy Jackson at the time.
Okay.
And it was talking all about these demigods. And I thought, there's all these demigods. Is there a demi-devil? So I thought, I'm a genius. I have to go with that.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's fine. Oh, I popped right back. Okay, cool. I'm good. I'm not getting in that ghost, though. It's exploding.
Just finish the fight for the enemies. And then I recently consolidated everything to be nanobiologist something a couple months ago, and that's where I am now. So I
Yeah.
thought, might as well keep everything uniform. So if anyone wants to search for me anywhere, they know exactly what to type in, or at least some variation of what to type in.
How long have you had that title? That you are, of course, the nanobiologist? Because I've heard of you for years. It feels like half a decade almost. I feel like
It definitely wasn't that long, but it was. I think it was. I typed into kind of funny one day with my or one of my go-to names, but then I thought I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go for a new persona, and I thought of the nanobiologist. So it was actually just kind of funny trying to interact with them. Is what convinced me to change it up a little bit to that. That being a combination of my 2 bachelor's degrees that I have. And I thought, this sounds pretty cool. Also, makes fun of me for being small. Being a short king.
I mean, here in Halo Forever, we love our short kings. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I'm getting killed by these giant gorilla people. Oh, someone's trying to text me. I'm gonna turn that off.
Stuff. How dare they?
Don't they know I'm doing a show? I'm trying to produce a show here.
Rude.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I remember I was in the chat like during the times when I would constantly hear your name pulled up on the show all over the years, and obviously a lot for like You're Wrong segment when they started doing the daily show, and I was like, man, he has his finger on the pulse whenever it comes to like misinformation on the show. So, and then
You know what that was, though?
what was it?
That was just me having Google open on one tab. Right below that tab, I had the top and bottom screens on my computer being Google, and then You're Wrong, and just copy and pasting it.
Got it.
Like, oh, they said something that sounds wrong. Type that in quickly. Oh, that's what Google says, so I'll just copy it over.
No, but I love that you had at least the intuition to like, hey, something doesn't sound right. I must go ahead and then search.
It wasn't even always that. I just got to a point where I just thought,
I'm just gonna fact check every
maybe
time.
maybe these people talking are just idiots. So I'm going to keep on searching for everything they say, and maybe something will come up.
No,
And hey, it worked out at the end.
no, that's funny. I do find you the official. Oh God, see,
Oh,
I got
uh-oh.
scared immediately. These are good guys.
Oh, thank God.
I got scared immediately too because I'm like, oh wait, these don't kill us. These are our friends.
Did you have a unique nickname for a lot of these characters back in the day?
Oh, I mean, in the day where like you would have creatures that you would find that would have nicknames. I actually did stick to grunts, elites. Like those were like just simple enough. But like for instance, I remember calling the liquor before I officially found out that it was called the liquor in the Resident Evil series. And I thought I was so smart, and then obviously you find out later it's like, no, that's what it's actually called. But I've never had like I'm trying to remember. Like, I obviously, I immediately I've been playing this game for almost 10 weeks now, and I forgot the brute's name immediately. But I just called the monkey.
That's amazing.
The monkey men because they scare the shit out of me. They run at you with full force.
My friends and I, we never bothered to look up the actual names of the enemies back in Halo 1. So the grunts we called them minis.
Minis.
The little flood guys we call popcorn.
Popcorn was definitely something I've said before for the flood for sure.
These hunters were porcupine.
I just
They weren't clever names. They're just what we called them, and I still stick to those to this day. So nobody knows what I'm talking about, but they also kind of do.
That's awesome. Oh, I hear my poor little cat's just crying.
Oh no!
Oh, did you die? No.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't die. I must survive. I must get through this.
We'll survive.
There we go. All right. Why is this, whoa, okay.
Okay.
That guy
All right.
I flew high. All right, cool. Please need to survive this.
So what is your history with Halo? I'm sure you've covered this before.
That was actually the question I was about to ask you, so I'm gonna reverse that right back to you. What, of course, is your history with Halo?
Oh no, I'm not ready. Can use that time to think of my own answer. I started off with Halo 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I had the Xbox, and all over the news, it was get ready for Halo 2. It's going to be sold out. There's going to be no copies available for months. And my mom was at the store the day of launch, and they just had a copy, and she grabbed it and brought it home. Wow. So that's how I got started with Halo. Like, sheer luck that she was able to get even get a copy on. Back then, if they had what they had, there was no real pre-orders, and shipments wouldn't come in for months, and there was no digital sales. So you just had to wait until it's available in store.
That is right.
Or go to Blockbuster.
That's right. Or rent it out for like a week or so for like $5.
Yep. But even then, if you tried to rent it, it would be nearly impossible.
Yeah, no, for sure. They'll be out every week. That's interesting to me because then, so what was a lot of the reason why people get the Xbox is Halo, primarily, unless of course you're like maybe a Dead or Alive fan, or KOTOR was obviously probably a console seller. What was the game that like, you're like, I have to get this before even Halo? And then how did Halo even come to your radar?
I think it was my parents actually getting it, because I think,
really?
What year did Halo 2 come out?
2004-ish? Like,
so I was 10, 9. So it wasn't even that old, and they got it for me because they knew I liked games. And it definitely wasn't Halo either. I forget the exact game that got me into an Xbox, but I had a 64 at the time, and I played that all the time, like Banjo-Kazooie. Then on the PlayStation I played Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Those were my go-to games, and I don't really... What was...
It's getting hectic in here.
It wasn't Psychonauts. Maybe it was just... I think
it was Brute Force.
We had a friend visiting, and they got an Xbox, and I loved the games they played on it. No, I remember now. So we were on a trip, and at like the kids club, they had an Xbox. And on the Xbox, they had NBA Street Volume 2.
Nice.
And I was obsessed with that game that I would barely even go outside and just want to hang out in the kids' room and play NBA Street.
That was the way to do
Kill
it.
This thing. And so when I got home, they...
Yeah. Oh, no, we can leave.
For my birthday, they got me the Xbox and NBA Street.
That's awesome. So see, NBA Street to me does not get as much love as it needs to, because
such a good series.
Such a good series.
The wackiness, the way you can just do all kinds of tricks.
Yes. Very much when I used to play on Sega Genesis, I'd play NBA Jam, and I would be all obsessed with it. That and NFL Blitz was another one of those games where like...
NFL Blitz, yes.
Mm-hmm. But just give me a little bit of a little wackiness with my sports game. Like, give it like, you know, I don't play any of the major simulators when it comes to like any of the 2K games or anything like that. But back in the day, for some reason, I was playing like, all those like fun arcadey titles. And for some reason, Dreamcast 2K games were good. I don't know why. There was something about them that was also back in the day really solid.
What was the arcadey sports game that got you into that genre?
I think it was my fact that my dad bought, because I even have a copy of what was it, Michael Jordan in the Windy City. Like, I have a copy of that. So like,
nice,
silly games like that for some reason, because you know when you're, because also I'm in Chicago, so when you're a Chicago person, you're into the Bulls, especially in the 90s, and so you know I was into like whenever I could play as the Bulls in a game. And that it was more than like the cartoons that I was watching at the time. So that's what made it fun. You're just punching your buddy.
I want that sword. You took my sword. I need it.
oh, teleport. But yeah, when it, we get on this thing, don't we? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's coming back to me a little bit.
The scarab.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing, we punching people today. So I'm excited. Okay.
Oh, thank you, friend. Saved my life.
But yeah, NBA. Yeah,
wow, these grenades do not stick.
So good. Ready to Rumble was another one. Oh, I got a Danky Kang achievement that just popped up on my screen. It's killed 1,000 brutes.
Oh no. For me, it was backyard sports, backyard soccer, backyard baseball on the PC.
God, someone mentioned that too. I'm trying to remember who it was, but yeah, that seemed to be a big insight for a lot of people. That's so funny.
Who is like playing as Pedro, trying to find the best team and just dominating. I specifically remember on the GameCube getting backyard football. It was like Backyard Football 2004, 2003. And all I would do would be throw a Hail Mary. And throwing it to one specific person every time, that person caught it.
Oh, yeah. No.
So
that's how you play those games.
My friends would come over and they would get so mad because all I do is throw the Hail Mary and they could do nothing about it.
That was me in, definitely an NFL Blitz. I did the exact same thing where I'm just like, oh, all right, cool. You can't catch me.
Oh, the even funnier thing that made me laugh so much when playing those games, the announcers, because to do it,
oh yeah,
I wouldn't even just stand there. I wouldn't even wait a minute or two before throwing. I would run to my end zone, so it'd be like 100-yard pass, and the announcers would just go, "He's going way deep. He's going way deep. Where is he going?" And for some reason, that would just be the funniest thing for 10-year-old me.
God, see, I don't have those experiences these days, and I want those. Those are fun. But then again, I also don't invite people over to play.
No,
that as well. Those are also like very communal games back in the day before the internet.
The couch sports days.
Yes. God, you get so mad at your friend too for beating you, or they get mad at you and just like, I don't want to deal with you, but I still have to spend a couple more hours with you.
Oh, sleepovers, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like
getting mad that they would peek at your screen when picking plays.
Exactly, and it's like, so I was never part of the I'm gonna put cardboard.
No, same here.
Between all right, you stay down there. I was like, listen, if I just so happen to look a little bit to the left and I see something, I'm not saying a thing. Okay. But
for us, we made each other leave the room so the other person wouldn't peek.
That's awesome.
So we would just be going in and out the door, in and out all the time.
Are we supposed to? Oh wait, are we supposed to wait till the scarab thing? Oh yeah, there's a thing on over it. Hold on, let me go back over this way.
Is
there anything on the ground I'm supposed to be killing? Is that what's happening?
This banshee is not. Oh, there's some banshees over here.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's slowly creeping its way over here. All right. Yeah.
You.
Those were the days. So of course you then obviously enjoy the Nintendo 64 for its period of time. Like, what were some titles?
Oh
there?
Yeah.
Because to me, it was very much a license heaven for me. I wasn't into most of some of the most iconic Nintendo games until much later in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It was always like, I'm going to play Warlords or I'm going to play Mortal Kombat, and they're not the great ones. Or South Park Racing Game, whatever that was called.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart, obviously, but yeah.
I was the same way too. Not really playing all the big games on it, but the random one-offs. Like Glover was a big one.
Yeah. I would play what is it, mascot adventure games or platform games, but they were not Mario for the most part. Because Mario for me was just like Dark Souls of its time. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the mastery for it.
That Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie were so hard for no reason. I think I got a random game over that you should not have gotten unless you just stood there for hours. It was Gruntilda turned Banjo's sister into a witch, and for a 10-year-old, maybe not even 10-year-old, that terrified me, so I just turned it off and never played it again until they re-released on the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. And part of me meaningly goes back because I have revisited games now as an adult, and now it's much more okay. I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I understand point A to point Z, and it wasn't until much later in my life where I really got to experience Ocarina of Time and stuff like that, and really get into it and having a blast, honestly. So I definitely feel like those are memories that I wish that I had as a kid, but I'm glad that I can re-experience it in some new ways. Especially on the Switch now, so I get to go back and try and re-experience some of those things.
When did you first experience Ocarina of Time?
The very first time that I tried it was on my father's Nintendo 64 during visitation times. I rented it because everyone talked about it, but I just could not get past. I think there was a part where you're in a cemetery, and those the guys that would like grab you. I'm trying to remember what their name. They're like Red Deads, I think is what they're called. No, not Red Deads. There's the Redead, something like that. That to me was just like, I can't do it, and then I couldn't figure out where to go from there. When it really discovered it and was like, okay, I'm fully committed, I'm going to beat this game, was when it came to 3DS. Specifically when they added the camera control with the nub, that version, the new 3DS. That to me is when I'm like, okay, this completely opens up. And that was, probably the first Zelda game that I'm like, okay, I've actually completed a Zelda game. This is fantastic. And now I've gone back and I'm starting to clear them out one by one every now and then.
Oh, nice.
So,
come on, how'd I die?
Oh no, I'm hitting on the ground somehow. I got
just spawned. And I got shotgun in the face.
That's also, I discovered that they apparently just carry shotguns.
It hurts.
How did I get trapped down here? Did not fall through? Oh, the hole's right here. Okay, weird.
How'd that miss?
Shit. He has a shotgun.
Went right through his legs.
All right, he dropped the shotgun down here, I think. Give it to me. Yeah.
Oh, there's some roots. You're stuck.
I'm good.
And he killed me.
No.
Yeah, the same thing. I think it was Minish Cap was really my first Zelda that I appreciated on the GBA.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it was playing through the ones that came out on the DS, the 3DS, and trying to go back to some of the older ones.
Cool, this way.
But sometimes, like, some of those Zelda games are so old that it's not nearly as fun as you think it would be.
Yeah. I tried to play Link's Awakening, when the remaster came out, and I only got so far to the point where I'm just like, I just don't want to do this. I don't know why. Just for some reason, it did not capture me like I wanted it to. Breath of the Wild was an example, though, of me, like, absolutely falling in love with something, and that's what... So, here we go. This is... I see that, too.
No. That will forever be my most hated Zelda game.
Oh, my God.
Don't know why I don't like it. I just don't.
To me, it was me running through the fields and hearing the music and hearing the like piano chimes and watching the grass do its thing, and I'm just like, oh, that was the moment, That was great in Ghost of Tsushima, but for Legend of Zelda, couldn't care less about it. Yeah, they do have a very similar moment in Ghost of Tsushima, which is like I think
just riding along the fields, having the grass flowing as we ride along.
Some pan flutes.
Pan flutes. But Legend of Zelda could not give a single shit about for that moment.
No.
All right, let's just get to the temples. Oh, there's no temples?
Yeah.
All right, let's beat this game. Let's get this over with.
God, it's just, I think to me, it was the exploration that I really loved, pretty much because I would turn a corner and find something completely crazy everywhere I would go. Like Evertide Island was a total discovery. Like I didn't read that on the internet, or when I found the maze and I landed on top of it and just see the vastness of it was like really cool. And then, discovering little fun things on the internet later when I would watch, I don't even think I was on TikTok at the time, but there were people producing videos of like, watch me hit this rock at a certain angle and then time this jump with this bomb and this, and then you just cast me floating into the sky and shit like that. I'm just like, this is insane. All the possible things that they've thought about or you could do, very much in a way of like Kojima, or at least like Kojima Productions would do for like Metal Gear Solid 3 or 2. It's like really off the wall cut things that you could possibly do in this world. And that's why I think I love it so much. And I'm also very simple in terms of like a Spielberg kid who just needs some inspiration or awe-inspiring, and then I'm in. So like when I hear the chimes and I'm hearing the things and I'm running it with the horse and I'm like, this is it. This is all I need. I don't need anything else. I don't need my Christopher Nolan 3 complex movies. I just need my simple man on a horse. That's all I need.
It's just so weird because I love open world games. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I love Assassin's Creed. I love just running around those and like checking all the boxes off, but it felt like there was not nearly enough boxes to check off in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
here we go, boss fight time. Boom.
All right. Like the charm of the other Legend of Zelda games was the temples and how they were themed, how you access them, the how you progress and get more powerful every temple. And the little story, but like how it does add up with like the little notes every time you finish a temple, every time you get a new item. But that all just kind of felt absent.
Sure.
Like that feeling of getting more powerful.
And I wonder if hold on, what up? Oh, I forgot you can go up here. I wonder if that's because I did not have the reverence as everyone else does. I don't know, but do you feel that in a certain way, like that? If you have experienced Zelda in the traditional form, that when you go back, would you try something almost a little bit differently? That it just doesn't feel the same. I mean, I guess I could say that about some aspects of when I play a different version of Halo that's not done by Bungie. I always feel there's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, see, a lot of Zelda fans though, they love Breath of the Wild for what it is.
Yeah. But you're absolutely not the last person I've heard that just like, no, fuck this game. Oh shit, he's up here. Oh no. I barely have any bullets. Oh, there we go.
Where's he at?
He's right by you.
Is he?
Yeah, he went up the teleporter with you.
Oh, there he is.
Oh god. Okay. Trying to needle him to death. Just push him off the edge. Shoot. Aw.
So he has his force field on. Does he take damage while it's up?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember how this boss fight worked. It goes away. There we go. Bounce. He's dead.
He's dead.
Cool. That's it.
Okay.
We gotta do. Obviously,
hey, buddy,
the traditional.
You all right?
Greeting. I think
that was so anticlimactic.
I know.
What was that?
I'm trying to remember how. I could have swore you play as Master Chief at the end, but I might be crazy. Maybe that was the last level. Again, playing this a little out of order to accommodate for guests. But yeah, I don't know. That's funny.
But this is also the game that they kind of cut short.
This is the game they cut short. Yes.
It is notoriously unfinished.
Yeah, it is. It is notoriously unfinished. And I remember watching the original trailers for this, and the original presentation had a whole other section inside of New Mamasa, and it is not in this game. And I want them to somehow restore that in some aspect of like that demo, so that we can sort of experience it as players.
You'd think they would have though for the anniversary edition.
You'd think, but no.
No.
But honestly, for the work that they have done and the fact that they keep adding other stuff into it, which I thought they weren't going to do, but I'm glad they double backed on it. Adding ODST, adding Reach, all of the Halo 4 multiplayer stuff is there, meaning like there was like a story that you could do that was like a co-op thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Spartan.
Yeah,
Yeah, Spartan something. I forgot what it was. But
Spartan
I'm happy
Strikes?
It's there. Something. Like it was cool, but I love that they're there, so that way you can still re-experience those. And those were released like almost like a TV show, like it was episodic. And I was like, that's really cool. They never did that again. But I
remember playing those at launch, and one of the funnest things was there was a red versus blue Easter egg in almost every level.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You had to shoot a box, and they would just pop up with a red versus blue line.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna be it. Also, Ron Perlman as this voice, if I'm not mistaken. God, I have not seen. This looks pretty. There it is.
He said the line.
The titular line. He said it. I'll probably just use that line every now and then instead of me saying it, since I already have it recorded. Well, yeah, that of course is the end of Halo 2. But obviously,
that's Halo 2.
As the credits happens, we're going to talk a little bit longer, just so I have you here. And
yeah, of course,
possibly what you feel of the future of Halo, which of course is. Oh wait, I forgot. There's all this extra stuff too from.
For Halo 5.
Yeah, so
they
added Halo 5 stuff, which was, of course, was Locke having a conversation with the Arbiter, if I'm not mistaken.
No, this is Gravemind.
Gravemind stuff. Oh, does Gravemind show back up in 5? Honestly, it's been so long since I played 5.
I didn't think he did.
Huh. Interesting.
Gravemind was the coolest thing back in the day.
Wait, did they? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me press the back button. Oh, this was in the original game. If you hold the press the back button, it's the original graphics. So this was a part of the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Fascinating. Wow, you can actually see the HDR in real motion if you hit the back button. It was gray, and now it's just pure black when you switch it back. Okay, now
Beautiful.
I think, yeah, there we go. Master Chief was loading in. Just totally. There's the achievement. Cool.
No, that's it.
Fantastic.
Beat the par score. Hell yeah.
Nice.
We did it.
Fantastic. Well, of course, we talked a little bit about your early history with Halo. Where are you at with Halo right now? Where does Halo sit with you as a franchise?
It's a game that I'll always play when it comes out. It is always a part of me, and I will always remember the nights in college where we would all get together in my room, play SWAT online all the time, or play zombies. And I still love going through the campaigns. So whenever Halo Infinite comes out, which is less than 2 months away,
yeah,
I will be there day one to play the campaign. In whatever form it'll be. Even if we haven't seen anything of it since last year.
Yeah. Since last year, for sure. Other than the one-word trailer, which I don't understand, and I really hope they're not going there. And I bring this up a couple times this season, but it's only because we're getting very closer and I get the chance to play the game. The game feels fine. I'm excited to play the game. That's fine. It's the story that I'm mostly interested in because I'm invested in these characters. Are you as invested in the characters, the Master Chief, Cortana story?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and
going after 5,
I actually tried to pick up.
Yeah,
5. I almost ruined it, but trying to read the books, watching videos about the overall story of Halo, is making me so much more invested in this game, in what 343 can do to kind of steer the wheel back in the proper direction after 5, and all the fake promises they had for that game.
That was brutal. I remember being there for the podcast and listening in, like actually being invested, and then having that not come to any sort of matter when the game came out.
Like, the trailers for Halo 5 were so cool.
Yeah.
The promises of this being, you don't know who is right. It's a hunter versus hunter type thing, which is almost like what we got in Deathloop, but that in the form of Halo over several levels would have been so cool. We didn't get Master Chief in a tarp either in the desert fighting a giant monster. None of that awesome stuff that was promised.
Yeah, and as someone who doesn't read like the extended lore, like the books and stuff like that, when Blue Team got introduced, I was like, I don't know what this is. That didn't make sense to me when it happened, because apparently it happened in a book of them being reintroduced. So, I can give or take that. I think that thematically, the ending with Cortana sort of going rogue, which is something that's just been set up really honestly since the 3rd game, makes sense. But now when I watched like that last trailer they had, it was like a new AI person that's like, I deleted her. I'm like, it better not be that simple, in my opinion.
Did they say that they deleted her? Because I thought that it was like, I thought that he got rid of her traces from him, but they're still on the hunt for her.
I've not heard anything about Cortana other than that one piece. Like, it's always been about like the big brute guy that they showed off. So
if they just got rid of Cortana, there will be riots.
I don't understand. Well, the thinking to me is like they did that so like, the bad word Cortana's gone, but this is like a non messed up version of her, but she doesn't have the memories. Like, if that's like the case, that is such a
in that
weird
case,
Joss
she doesn't even
kind of like,
she doesn't sound like Halsey though.
No,
that's
not
the
at
thing.
all. No.
Like, the big thing about Cortana is she is Halsey.
Yeah, exactly.
And she is Master Chief's mom, who just is in his helmet.
Yeah.
So that relationship is basically gone at that point if it's not Halsey or a Halsey AI clone.
Yeah. It very much, and I'm hoping it's not, like, have you, I'm not saying you're a fan of Joss Whedon, but were you ever a fan of like Angel or Buffy or anything like that?
No, I tried.
The one thing that he has done constantly is he will kill off a character that you love, like deeply love, but they'll come back as another entity. Like, sort of.
Okay.
And then it would always drive me crazy because it's like, you're the character that I love, but you're somebody else, and I don't like that. I want the original character back, like something like that. And that's what I'm scared.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Because that's the only story we really got in Halo from Halo 3 through, or 1 through 4 it wasn't really about this giant war. The war was a good set piece, but it was about Master Chief and Cortana figuring their way out of hell.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Yeah. 100%. That is 100% it. So that's why I'm so cringely tied to it. And that's why when that last trailer happened, I got very nervous. But hopefully they can coming through and maybe end their version of their trilogy of these games in the best way possible. But hey, their multiplayer is fantastic. So
Yeah.
we'll start there.
There is that shining light right there that, yeah, we're going to have a great multiplayer suite for years.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's where I hope to as well. But let's go ahead and end this, and if possibly, tell everyone where they can find you, Nano.
You can find me everywhere at the Nanobiologist or DA Nanobiologist, Twitter, Xbox. I'm also on TikTok, where I do a lot of short form content, where I post game news, reviews, funny skits all the time. Literally, I get made fun of by my other friends that I post too much content.
No. You're on my For You page all the time. Not my people I follow, my For You page. I constantly see it. So you're constantly out there and putting in and doing awesome numbers from what I saw and constantly making great content. So definitely keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah. So.
And the other thing is YouTube if you don't want to get on TikTok, because I know some people are adamantly against TikTok for some reason.
It's just bringing back Vine, but worse. I love it. It's fantastic.
It's just as addicting, though.
Exactly. Well, this has, of course, been a huge journey through the second season of Halo Forever. I, of course, want to thank every single guest that has been a part of this season and who commits, a portion of their day to come play Halo, talk a little about Halo, talk about a little bit of their history, and we have a good time. So definitely want to thank all those other guests. Of course, here is the grand announcement for season 3. It is on temporary hiatus only because I need to plan it out probably a little bit more closely with guests, because it is a commitment to have, set people up to make this content, but also it's a commitment to download this stuff and where to play it. So definitely going to make sure I plan that out just a little bit better. So I'm going to take a couple extra weeks to make sure that's all taken care of. The other announcement that I do want to make is that people have been asking me, hey, are you going to do Reach? Are you going to do ODST? I definitely would like to do that. But I think what we're going to do is through the numbered Halo games from 1 all the way up to Infinite, we'll have an individual guest, potentially 2, when it comes to the future games. But when it comes to ODST and Reach, I'm probably going to do a full-on series where previous guests, so they can come back and shoot the shit and we can talk, and we're going to play the game all the way through. And that way I'll break up the episodes as one chunk of like the Reach season that has such and such guests from such and such season, so that way it's sort of like we're playing the game, but we're going to play it all the way through. So that way we're not doing, I'm hanging out with Nano for 30 seconds and I'm doing this for another 30 seconds, or, so it's going to be definitely, and we might be streaming it. So if you might stay tuned, we're going to be doing this obviously at youtube.com/thatMarioVera for all the individual episodes, but we might be switching on my Twitch, which is also at thatMarioVera. So definitely just stay tuned. If anything, follow me at my Twitter, which is sadly not that Mario Rivera. It is still at Nightmute City. Damn you, Twitter. But hey, I think that's my new
Free that Mario Rivera.
Yeah, bring it back. Hashtag free Mario Rivera. Buy that t-shirt on my my TeePublic. But don't worry. I promise you, we will finish the fight. I'm actually playing the game through OBS. I don't hear the sound at all. So it's
why are you doing that yourself?
Because it's 1-to-1, which is actually pretty awesome. But I don't have enough monitors. That's the only problem.
Okay.
But it works. It does the trick that I need to do. Okay, we're doing.
Well, you're not getting sound from your game through OBS?
I haven't figured that out to make sure that it sounds good, because every time that I've done that, it sounds distorted. So
really, because that's the only way that I play.
Yeah,
like I get all my sound through OBS when I play games, and when I record, it sounds fine.
When I'm on
that's
PC,
so weird.
PC it works fine, but whenever I do like console, I don't know if it's this this drive that I have, the capture card is causing it. I have to figure out what's going on. But
Okay.
yeah, definitely when I play Nintendo specifically, it sounds not so great. So I'll look into it further.
Damn it, Reggie.
Yeah. I blame him for all my mistakes.